shit, I'm live. Sorry, I just forgot what was happening for a second. Listen to how much dignity he talks with.
Organizations make smarter decisions. Lenovo powers it all, from pocket to edge to cloud. It's about harnessing data, accelerating AI, and turning information into action. Because when technology works seamlessly across every step of the
God damn it. Not me getting caught in 4K twice. I hate it. Give me 1 second to regulate my emotions. It's a little bit wobbly here. Do you know that anger plays a major role in regulating your emotions? And if you don't have that, then you tend to feel more lost and distraught when things happen. As opposed to when you get angry, you go, I don't like that, and then you're fine. I learned that. Arcane taught me that. But you can either handle things like Vi, or you can handle things like Jinx. I'm Arab, so I gotta be careful with that. I meant emotionally, not explosively. You just have to make the joke, didn't you? I did. And haven't I earned a little bit of violence after everything? Come on, let me be the bad guy now. My turn. What was that noise? If you're wondering what happened, I knocked my computer and it turned everything off. The plug is so fucking loose. Speaking of that, I think I want to do a segment on talking about, like, men describing women as loose. Not like as in on the streets, but their body parts as loose. That's diabolical, and we should all collectively stop dating men until they fix the way they fucking talk. Because the things they say about women, and in terms of things that mothers say to their girls, they think they're doing well, but they're not. The advantages of having a... God, people can hear me, so I gotta be careful. Hold on. The advantages of having... Close the microphone. How do I describe this? I'm an actual whisker. It doesn't talk. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't harass you. It's not strong enough to beat you up because it's a machine. It's not strong enough to do anything bad to you. It just does its job. And if you pay it enough money, the charge is long. Boo-doo-boo. Yes, I am watching his clips. No, that does not nullify anything that I say. Good night. Okay, we get it. Good night, fine. So I guess it's always good night, and it's never, oh, I thought your analysis of Arcane was pretty intelligent. You're really smart. I like how you see things. I appreciate you standing up for your mother, and if she ever does that to you again, I will defend you. It's never that. So if you're not gonna bother doing those fucking things, why fucking say goodnight? Why? And interrupt my flow. And just you wait when I'm on a period, my flow gets a bit red. Interrupts it. You'll drown in a bloody ocean. I'm kidding. Period. Coming out of pussy. That's right, slip on it. It's a systematic problem. Not systematic. Systemic. I need a raise. I know I'm unemployed, but I need a raise. And if nobody gives it to me, I'll give it to myself. Like with other things. Excuse me. I think horror shouldn't scare people until like the fear gets too much. I feel like it should scare them a little bit, but it should also make a point. Like it shouldn't leave you going home like afraid of things or like incapable of being alone in the dark. Yeah, sometimes I have to take the body in with me to pee. I have to keep the lights on because I don't want them to see my pussy hair. I'm kidding, I just leave, like, I turn the lights on. I'm blinded by the light. Pussy. Oh my god, her hand is touching it. That's it? Good night. Okay. Now I just feel embarrassed. Because someone told me good night. Don't fucking say good night. Or else I'll throw sunflower seeds at you. Until you become Arab like your wife. It's not a bad thing, by the way. I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. My mom is Arab. I'm talking about her. Lead him to me. This seems like a nice game, except I want to be like a woman. See, she's very girly, but I'm an adult woman. And I want to be an adult. This is very, it's immature looking. Baby pink. It's not great at early things. But, the world is a fucked up place. Specifically with regard to the way that society shapes the way women think about themselves. And controlling the kind of roles they take on. What do you mean you got gaslit into having birth? We have to fix that. I don't, personally, I'm not a big fan of things that go inside you. Like, I'm not a fan of that. Unless it's food or coffee, or maybe me just chewing on something, I'm typically not a fan of putting things in myself. And see that marriage just violates that. The fact that there's this thing the fact that there is a thing such as wedding night is weird. Like, just the expectation to be a virgin. Especially if you're Arab. If you know, you know. It's, I think we should all laugh at men for their lack of sexual experience when and if and when they laugh at us for having had too much sex. We need to develop this sense of humor here. We gotta laugh at them. The only way we're gonna survive is by getting stronger emotionally, getting stronger physically, and laughing our asses off. Because when it comes to men and interacting with them, you're just signing up for self-esteem issues. And this is because I've seen YouTube videos about people deconstructing these issues. I've seen it everywhere without even having to come into close proximity with a guy. The only guys I've come into proximity with is my dad and the guy who ID'd me when I bought alcohol. I can't drink it because, but just Just from a distance, I can see how bad things are. Yeah, what was I talking about? I know, like, generally was talking about feminism. Anyway. Did he have his voice pitched? Wait, why are they editing it like this? Why is it overlapping? Why are you, blah, 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 I'm bored, okay? Don't talk to me. Personalized hair products that are $150. As opposed to $2 I spent on Suave Ocean flavor. It's sweet, it's not suave. Mustering courage. You feel sorry for him being bored? How deep does that empathy go? So his wife, okay, they're a woman. His life is gorgeous. Okay, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not denying or affirming. Who's this? The way that the world works is like there's like a group of cool kids, well, adults, and women do their best to like fit into it, but you can't fit into it. You can't do that. You can't join them because they don't even like. You can't. Oppression is like the ocean, like a body of water. And women swim in it, and we call them good swimmers. But you have to get out of the bubble. You have to get out of it. The only way that you'll be happy and safe is if you leave, opt out. Completely opt out. In any way that you can, in any way that you can think of. I don't care if he's cute. I don't care if you feel a connection. I don't care if he's handsome. I don't care if they treat you with respect. They don't respect you. And opting out, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, but women treated like garbage over and over and over again, while men call themselves prince. Like, have you seen fairy tales? Like, thinking back on it, it's pretty fucked up. On their surface level, it makes total sense. Your mom is evil, and he's handsome. Two very simple facts. But it's not that simple. The only, like, if she gets that evil, if somebody becomes evil, they become evil for a reason. And in some people's case, because something was taken from them. And men did the taking. But it's okay, because there is a young woman, and that's all that matters. Where does that leave women who are middle-aged, who are older? Do they just cease to have a sense of self-worth? And then he's going to come along and fix all your problems, but the reality is, relying on a man for emotional security is like tying your hands up and then expecting him to catch you. He's not going to catch you, and if he does, he's not going to do it every time. You have to unbind your hands parents and stop engaging with men. And that's just like an analogy, or whatever the fuck it's called, that I came up with to explain that. And they put the tape on you, but you gotta get it off. Okay? Hey, this is a perfect example. I'm not sharing my screen, but you start out with a dad who doesn't value you, doesn't show the right emotions, really. It's important that your parent has an emotional range. And the only time he does is when he bursts. And then they feed you sociopathic, or not sociopathic, psychopathic men in the media, and you eat it up. The majority of songs are about love and being infatuated by men. That has to end. Like, if you're gonna trade it with, like, we came to rave, like, raving songs, okay. That's a step that's just a little bit higher. Mothers had something taken away from them. That's why they're so evil. It does not excuse how they behave. They never apologized for what they did to you. It's not an excuse. It's not okay. But their specific brand of evil is like a big fire that burns. Because they got something happen to them. Can't pin down what is exactly. But... And then there is the dad, who thrives off of women being less than. I think, here's what I think. Nobody asked, I get it. Okay, shut the fuck up. If you want to stay. If you want to stay, stay. If you want to leave, leave. The fact that he's married to a woman who is brown, like my mom is brown, she's Arab, and one that is 12 years younger than him, that's a point of immense contention. I actually don't know what the word contention means. Isn't it when something's weak? Like if you press on it, it's gonna break? At the time when I was using that word, like just now, I didn't know what it means, but it fits, okay? It fits. It's a massive point of no-no, okay? And on top of that, he has white supremacist friends. He uses the N-word that ends with an O. And she's unbeknownst to the fact that he is a massive douchebag. And I've tried to explain this to her. Okay, I know you hate me for whatever reason, but he's not good for you. He's bad. He seems innocent, but he's bad. Because he let all of that happen to me, and he just like, Not because he's not capable, not because he's neurodivergent. Neurodiverse people, most of them are capable of empathy, and if they're not, they never hurt anybody. Or they get uncomfortable by watching someone get hurt. It's not a neurodiversity problem. Not because, oh, he's just quiet. No. He's watching actual harm come to a person, and he's doing nothing about it. Because maybe he believes, that's where women belong, in the dirt. Wake up, and stop dating. I know I have a bias because I'm partially Arrow on the ace spectrum, so it's easy peasy for me. Because my brain won't let me fall in love neurologically. Loki stuck like this, so it's a massive relief, but it's not a choice. What men want, I don't care. If he wants to taco, he can go to Taco Bell. And if that was a euphemism, then he can fuck off. It's me. Grow a backbone. Period. That's what I've been trying to say. Let's get on board, women. Come on, get on the boat. Not the one that God sent, because I don't know, religion is so weird. The costumes are weird, the beliefs are weird. The obsession with whether women experience anything sexual is weird. Like, this object will work me and also knock out anyone within like a 5-mile radius. So don't even think about stopping me. I think men being upset that women aren't virgins has to do with an insecurity that they're not competent enough at sex. And then what does that become? That becomes our self-esteem issues. Especially if you're Arab. The Arab culture is just... whew. They just might as well just leave the country. That's not a good sentence. Because what is there left to salvage? Aside from the entire culture, it's just sexism, blah 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 blah. And one time my mom told me to pray. That involves kneeling. Fuck no. Kneel. I've never kneeled for anyone, and I'm not going to anytime soon. Ever. I make you clap like you got the right answer. I said on with men, I said you got it then. And it's funny because I said he's pathetic and then she said he's pathetic. Like we're on the same page. She's pretty. Crazy victims. I'm curious to see what this is. Oh, that's a huge husky. She's pretty. How to spot rationalization? Listen, that's when you're all in the store to buy a mug, because the mug that you have cracked, because you were reckless, and then he starts justifying why he uses the N-word, and you're just like, I just want to wear my mug. And then he continues. And I'm just like, look, if you want to spend your time justifying why you want to use a slur instead of just hanging out at a family reunion, you can. You could get a coloring book, you could do a puzzle. I don't have a lot of empathy, but if someone tells me not to do something and it's pretty bad, I'm like, okay, fine. Like, he thought he was going to get away with it. He couldn't. Because when I argue with someone, I eat them up. Now I'm full. It's kind of ridiculous that in Peaky Blinders, I haven't watched the full show, but since he's on my screen, because they recommended me, it's like a man is about to assault that lady, the blonde one, and he just stands there, and then he's like, he stops him, and then she's like, I don't know what to make of you. First you show no feelings, and then you stop me from getting hurt. And it's like, okay, come on. I think we can do better than that. I have a headache. I hate myself. Is that like a song? I'm not a huge fan of men in suits. I call them snakes in suits. Fitting? Chicks have an ego. Ugh. Genuinely. You just can't prove it. I feel that. Why do women pose with their jean thing unbuckled? If it makes you feel hot, you do whatever you want, as long as you're safe. But, it's like, they overlap. They desire to be empowered, but also, while you're empowering yourself, men don't see you as anything beyond being a sexual or romantic object. So, you be hot, you be sexy, you feel yourself, but just like tape their shut, eyes closed. Tape their shit up. Turn them into drag queens, honestly. You want a free pussy pink, breast cancer? Sorry, sometimes I just have to say it. Is that Henry Cavill? It is. Haven't heard this song in a while. I just want to see if there's any like new and upcoming artists. Is it? Arcane? Is it AI? I think it is AI. Oh, hold on. I'll be able to tell just by hearing. It is AI. Oh man, it says it's on right. Zoned out. Killian Murphy zoned out. Do you think he has, like, issues? Because if you act that detached, and I guess they call it withdrawn, something happened to you, I'm not claiming to know him, but just from personal experience, you can go from being, like, a big, fat extrovert who, like, likes to talk to people and loves people and befriends them to just not feeling anything because something terrible happened to you. And I totally get that. So I'm wondering if that's it. Just, it makes total sense. I feel like people don't act like this unless something happens to them. And he said that, like, nothing happened to him when he was a kid, but that's what I told myself until I began unpacking shit. But a real fun started when I became a young adult. Because that's when people want to put you in the dirt, because they see you like, you're a big tree, and they know that you're I don't know, Gaia, or whatever. They just want to bring you down, because you're actually pretty decent. Oh my god, look at it. Again, like, please. The eyebrows gonna go up. Yeah, I was laughing at, I was just hanging out casually, and I thought of that, and it made me laugh. In Arabic, we call it marfoa. Marfoa means elevated, but elevated seems very elegant and light and ethereal. Marfoa, on the other hand, it has the same meaning, but it's a bit more coarse. whatever that is, I need more of it. Okay, please, like, if this guy ever gets on edibles before an interview, please send it. Like, it just makes me happy. Not him doing drugs, but if he, like, behaves like he's out of it, it's just... Yes. Anyway, your face kind of hurts a little bit. Okay, bro is on a cloud. His female looks like a lizard. But I'm the only lizard here. We can't be both lizards, okay? I don't like when people duplicate me. No one will copy my heart condition. No, that's me. There can't be both of us. If you want to have your heart condition, you have to go to a different doctor. I hate it when people do that. I'm being serious. Obviously, it's not an emergency. Please step in line before me because I'm not dying anytime soon. Ignore my desperate need to be unique and special. And to start it out first. I won't be whack-a-mole like my mom. I'm kidding. Is he dehydrated? Is that it? Wakes up. Oh, it's raining. Rain is better than wind. I think the sky just went. Oh yeah, it's lightning. I love living in this place. You need to get your own place. I know. Stop. Don't embarrass me. Stop it. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to pick something like my unemployment, or the fact that I still live with my parents, and be like, I'm gonna put this thing in your face so you feel bad about yourself. But you don't want me to feel bad about myself because of that. You just want me to feel bad about myself because you don't like me. There's a distinction. People use vulnerabilities because they hate you for personal reasons, and you have to know that. So, they don't really have that much effect on me. People, platonically, romantically, sexually, they don't. I know they're just trying to get me. Like, they're trying to, like, bring me down. Even my dad is jealous, so... Hello? Again, please. The windows. Blinks. Oh my god, the eyes. There's a little button nose. Why does he... We can't fall into a rabbit hole just because my brain wants me to do something because it's understimulated. That was a delight. Not because I like him. My sole job is to crush on men. Get with it. And I don't crush on them. That is so much moot. We should show the more damage they take. I wish I could protect myself at night just by being like, whoop. makes me too sick. Not in a good way. Say my name, shines on me. Every time you say my name, happier, healthier, sexier, tonight. Happier, healthier, sexier, skin cleared. Now I grieve you, but I'm happy. I don't even get the flu anymore. What does that mean? Ooh, Yoo-hoo. Ooh, no, don't do that. Ashnico. It's up tonight. Happier, healthier, sexier, It's up tonight. See my titties through my tattoo tight. Healthier, sexier, skin cleared. At the end of the day, men just want to own women. So please wake up to it. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Nicely. No, it's gaslighting. I'm gonna do it maliciously. I'm not gonna lie. People who say that they care about you, but they hurt you, look evil. And then a notch above that is dads. Not me talking trash and the truth at the same time. Oh, I don't like it when they show me that. Ugh. Smoked like a weed and tobacco, those are two different experiences. I've only tried one of those things, tobacco, but I quit ages ago. This is horrifying. I don't like this. This is I just don't do it. Don't make men villains of like thriller movies because it's actually scary. I don't want to see that. It's scary as fuck. That's like YouTube. It's like objectively horrifying. I'm trying to listen to music, and this guy, he's a paid actor, and he's running around trying to kill a woman. Like, don't tell. I'd rather be haunted by a ghost. In other words, the ghost is gonna scare me, but I've been through my fair share of bad shit. So, the ghost can't possibly hurt me more than my mom did. Let's be real now. It can't break my nose. It's a ghost. And it probably doesn't hate me as much as my mom does, so. My mom is just in pain, and she thinks that she can fix that by hurting me. Because, if we can just band together for a moment and beat these stupid men, we'll be good. I'm gonna play 3D Game Trainer. It's a ghost. Ghosts are not for haunting, not for stalking and hurting women. So that's just where the distinction lies. Horror, like where men are like the object of terror, is just worse, so much worse. That's not a fun experience. Even if it's not real, yeah, but now you've opened up the possibility that that's. How could you make a movie about that and just give it to people? You're gonna put terror in people. Oh my fuck. Want you high. was something shiny for madness. I collect more pretty princess boys from our found objects. I want you, I want you. Horrible piece of fiction. Ugh. And it's just him chasing her, trying to kill her. Ugh. You could like have Care Bears falling from the sky instead of having a murderer. That's horrifying. How is anyone going to watch that movie and leave feeling better, especially if they're a woman? It's not like I have a black belt in martial arts. Like, once you teach me that that's a fear, I'm not going to be okay. I spit on it like a babe, lace it on a sweet face. We do things that only God knows. I want you, I want you, I'm a little trinket girl. I want you, I want you, I want you. Treat him like a trinket hanging off my kisses. You can be my keepsake. I know I'm singing badly. Fuck off. Fuck off. Let me do my thing. I want you, I want you, I want you. I'm a little trinket girl. I want you, I want you, I'm a little trinket girl. I bet you can hear my lips smacking. Rant free. We have to decenter men. Stop it. Is it gonna support like 3D imagery and everything? Probably fucking lots, which means I gotta go. If you came, thank you. If you're leaving, take care of yourself. I will see you next time, and goodbye. This vocal frying, I hate vocal frying. It's like the fast food industry. I should love it because I'm American. But nonetheless, if I vocal fry, I have to do it again. If you came, thank you. Ugh, stop it. If you came, thank you. Ugh, I hate it when I have to do something multiple times because people can hear me and it's... Stay calm. If you came, thank you. If you're leaving, take care of yourself. I will see you next time, and goodbye. That's better. It's more resonant.